views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, I'll keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
Welcome to my show. This is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. Today's special guest in our home studio is Marian Waltz of Friends of the Third World. How are you, Marian?
Hi, Patty. Good to see you.
Oh, it's so great to see you. I haven't seen you in a dog's age.
Or cat's age.
Oh,
perhaps.
cat's age. We got cats here. I'm going to open up with a lot of questions for you, girlfriend. So, what is Friends of the Third World and what do you do?
Friends of the Third World is an organization that has two main purposes. One is to educate about poverty and its solutions. There's something that each one of us can do to get rid of poverty. The other main thing that we do is economic for the people who either grow the foods that we sell or produce the handmade artifacts that we sell, and that is income producing for them. When we say Friends of the Third World, we don't only mean other countries, although we do have things from about 37 different countries. We include the United States. Third world is anyone who's low income. It's not a geographic term in our book, it's a economic.
Well, where is the Third World? South America or Africa or India?
Traditionally, South and Central America, Africa, parts of Asia, but we also do carry a few things from Europe. We have things from various parts of the United States, from the rural South in Georgia. We have our pecan products, wild rice from northern Minnesota, and we support the Women's Bean Project in Colorado, and they have bean soup mixes and cookie mixes, and they are delicious.
What kind of beans?
Chili beans, split peas, lentils.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
And the 10 bean soup, that's the best one. Then you don't have to choose.
And then there's another kind of bean, coffee. Where do you get those?
Well, we get these coffee beans from Nicaragua. And this is our dark roast whole bean. You can see them in there. And if you were here, you could also smell them right through this hole.
I wish there was a smell film here.
Smell film, yeah.
Smells good.
And we, this is an 8-ounce bag. We have Nicaragua. I brought that. It's our most popular, very well liked, naturally lower in caffeine, and it's not bitter. When I was trying to put myself through college and working nights as a waitress, I never could stay awake. And so I would try to drink coffee and I'd end up with a stomach ache. So I gave it up for about 10 or 15 years. In my early 40s, I took a job with the school, which I had to be the first one to greet them at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh boy.
So I started drinking coffee, but this time it was natural, organic, pure coffee with no additives, no chemicals. Never got a stomach ache again.
Maybe that's what I should do. You don't have grinders, coffee grinders. Do you have to buy their own somewhere else?
No, we sell it whole bean for those who want to grind it, but we sell the already ground. And we even carry instant coffee from Colombia. And for those who grinding it isn't enough, you can buy the raw beans, the green beans, and roast them yourself and then grind them and brew them. So we try to have something for everyone.
That sure smells good.
Coffee is not the only food we carry. We have a huge assortment of teas,
Yeah.
and my favorite, the cocoa and the chocolate.
Chocolate. Oh, I love chocolate. Do you have chocolate for people who are diabetic?
No.
Okay.
Just if you wanted the pure cocoa powder in a little can.
Yeah.
But all of our candy bars do have at least some sugar in it.
I'm sweet enough. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's see what else we want to ask about. I like that cross you're wearing.
Well, I got that from you guys.
That is from El Salvador.
El Salvador. That's so lovely. I wore this deliberately just to talk about it,
Right.
you know.
And I wore the earrings from West Bank, little crosses.
Little crosses.
Olive wood. Do we
got-
want to move right into the olive wood then?
Well, could you? Let's look at this first.
All right, well, I'm going to let you hold one. This is a comfort cross.
Oh.
It doesn't have any magical properties, but it is very smooth.
Boy, you
It
can
fits
hang on
right
to it
in your
when you-
hand.
Yeah.
If you're traveling, or maybe even if you're having trouble sleeping, it's not going to break if you drop it.
Oh, it's not like worry beats or something? No.
Not
It's just-
exactly. It's called a comfort cross,
Mhm.
and those are available at Third World Shop. We have them in stock. And then the other thing from West Bank
Oh,
is the
lovely.
praying hands
Praying hands.
in 3 sizes. Can you see those, Bob?
He's turning. Those are lovely. Aren't they lovely?
All hand carved
long-
from Bethlehem.
From
actually.
Bethlehem? Did you say how long it takes for each item to be carved? No.
That I don't know.
No, I wouldn't mind asking myself.
There's a family that does this, the O'Day family,
Mhm.
Ibrahim and Helen O'Day and their relatives, and they
In
have these-
Israel?
in Jerusalem and Bethlehem.
Oh my stars.
And I'm gonna just now direct you to these
Little
carved
hearts?
rocks from
Oh, they're heavy.
Kenya.
Can you?
And they don't do anything, but again, they're very smooth to hold. This one says pray.
And this
Always
one
a good
says
idea.
what?
Simplify.
Simplify.
And now we're gonna put those rocks down
This is
and
slippery, but it's
try
nice.
on this bib.
Look
with
at the
little
bib.
birdie.
Where'd that come from?
That is from Guatemala.
Guatemala. They do great work there.
And they have all kinds of hand-woven stuff. And this shows the women. This is a Montessori school teacher. And just to tell you, it is because of Upavim, I will define that in a minute. It is because of Upavim that I am alive. They have supported me, given me advice, scholarships for my children, and medical care. Sania Reyes, Upavima. So someone who is a member of Upavim, she's called an Upavima. It's a women's group in La Esperanza, which means hope,
Yeah.
south of Guatemala City. Okay, so it's an acronym. It means United for a Better Life. And in Spanish, that is Unidos para Vivir Mejor. Y yo hablo español.
No, hablo español.
Yo hablo español, sí.
Señora.
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 Yeah. So this is a brochure that we printed in our print shop, which I neglected to mention earlier.
Yes.
But my husband designed and
He
printed
does.
this up.
Excellent work.
Third World Shop supports mothers everywhere. Hola madre. Salam salam Arabic. Bonjour mère, which is French. Konnichiwa okasan, Japanese. And
Japanese.
Guten Tag Mutter.
German. Oh,
So this is something that I have a lot of fun with, the different
well,
languages.
we're going to look at this later. Zoom it in so we can get more information about that. Okay. Now, with the monies that have been risen for selling the producers' wares, does it 80% go to them or 25% go to them or what?
Well, due to rising world costs, especially for transportation, I guess I could say 50%
Whoa.
goes to them.
Where
It
is,
used to be more, but things just got kind of costly.
that's too bad. Are you having trouble getting coffee in or they're just coming in
Um,
regularly?
The coffee we are well stocked. We have good shipment. You have to plan way ahead because, of course, being a farm crop, it only comes ripe in certain time, which is the
Summer?
about 2 months ago. No, it comes in the
Oh,
spring,
Spring.
as far as I know.
Winter?
Um,
Where would they be growing? In the hills? Hills of South
the
America?
best coffee is grown on the mountainside. They call it shade grown, bird friendly. Let's see what we have here. Earth friendly, organic. Arabica is the bean. That's the smaller of your traditional coffee beans. Robusta is the larger ones, and we don't sell any Robusta. It is fair trade certified, and here's a little motto that we picked up. There's a world in your coffee cup. So we ask people, remember earlier I said about educating people. Well, you need to say, what am I buying? Why am I buying it? Who is it helping? Is it hurting someone? There's something called a pro-cot. It's the opposite of a boycott. So in a boycott, you refuse to buy something because it's hurting people somehow. A pro-cot, you choose to buy it because it's helping people. And that was coined by one of our student volunteers years ago, and I think it's a pretty good term.
Well, you know, to leave a legacy, we are rather, the United States is rather rich. Isn't it?
There's plenty of rich people in this country, but there's plenty who aren't so rich. I have never been rich in money, but I count myself rich in friendship, rich in skills, rich in talents. And just, I love my garden, I love my cats, I love my library. Those things don't cost money. Well, the cats cost money,
yeah.
but the others, I ride
So
a bicycle.
is the husband too. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, in spite of tragedy, Americans do get together and help each other out. But
Oh, yeah, like during the floods in
Yeah.
the 78 and 82 and or big snowstorms, you push a stranger's car out and you don't take money for that. You just do it because it's the right thing to do.
do you help the homeless here in Fort Wayne? We're in Fort Wayne, Indiana, by the way.
We don't help them directly, but we can refer them to other agencies.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people live under the poverty level. They're newly unemployed because of the pandemic. Do you find a lot of people needing?
Well, we do not provide paid jobs. We're actually an all-volunteer organization. We do compensate, people get their meals while they're doing job training. They get their lunch provided. And there's always a coffee pot going. If they don't want coffee, we offer tea. But yes, this is one of the things that we do for the local unemployed and the local poor is job training one-on-one. As a job trainer, and occasionally I've had paid work as a tutor, I can meet each person at their level. So one of the things we do as people walk in as customers, we give them a map which has all the countries of Africa with a number, and you fill in the names. Well, the first thing to do is say, Africa's not a country. Africa is a continent with over 50 countries.
Yes,
so we
I'll just give you a dull look here.
we
What?
just take people where they are, and
I hear
when
you.
somebody says, oh, I want to go to Africa, I said, well, where in Africa do you want to go? Ethiopia or, which country, which region?
Yes, it's good to educate people.
Right, and so we not only do we hand out those free maps, we have lots of very interesting maps for sale, and we have a really big atlas which contains maps by population, maps by religion, maps by climate, everything by geography, all the rivers. I looked up, where's the river, and it was all in this atlas.
Wow.
It's $60, and it's a nice hefty book, but it is packed with information. And for those who don't want to spend all their time looking at a computer screen, it's nice to have a book that you can sit back and relax and learn that way.
How many artifacts, items do you have in the store itself?
Several thousand, Patty.
Oh, hello.
Our computer numbering system is over 5,000 code number, but you know, some of those things we've had and now we no longer have.
Oh,
But over the years, we've had over 5,000 items, and we've helped over 3,000 job trainees
that's
locally.
good. That is so good. Also, you sell products from people like me or other people who make crafts or hats and scarves and mittens.
Right, yeah, we call it Patty's Knits and Pearls.
Hello.
And we have the scarves and the headbands and, hats. Gentleman was looking at one of your hats yesterday and he ended up not buying it because it wasn't wool. And
What?
I said, okay,
I
most
can't touch
people
wool.
prefer, you know, the kind that you can wash and that doesn't make you itch, but I will check into that for you.
Oh,
But he didn't leave his name, so I think he was gonna go buy a wool hat somewhere else.
well, that was nice to have someone even look at it, you know. I'd make decent hats, scarves.
Good quality, yeah, they're not
You
gonna fall
think?
apart.
Yes, I fall apart, but they don't. Anyways, charity, true charity, what does that mean to you? What's the root word meaning? Say,
Well, if you look in an older version of the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13 ends with, so these three things abide, faith, hope, and charity, but the greatest of these is charity. Well, now if you read a modern Bible, the greatest of these is love. So it's the same thing.
But
Charity
shorter.
and love, it's the same
I'm
thing.
glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I love the Bible. Even though people who cannot donate money for your cause, helping others.
Right, but they can donate time then.
Yeah.
Or maybe just give us an idea and the others who have the skills can run with that idea and develop it.
Have a gift, property, or life insurance, or other assets in a will.
Definitely. My husband is very knowledgeable about the legal aspects of donating money and items. Every time we have a newsletter, we put, you know, what you can give us that you might have hanging around that that you don't need. We take used postage stamps that have already been through the mail, which people say, why do you do that? Well, we sell them to a stamp collector. And then the other unusual thing we take is just cotton rags. And in the print shop in the basement, now this isn't your graphic art that you just sit there at a keyboard and push a button. No, we have the actual offset presses. And before those were invented, people used letter presses, which has movable lead type.
What we used to do, my dad was in print.
Right. We still have that. It still works. It is the most inexpensive way to do printing because the paper doesn't have to be very big and all the lead type is reusable.
Thin space, medium. I know, I used to work
Yeah, how many M's and N's it has.
I used to work with
Yeah,
that.
so we have the letter presses that
How old am I?
were from the before the turn of the 1900s, from the late 1800s. Printing press is still working, and they can do things that modern machines can't do. You can take the printing press, you can take the letter press and perforate a ticket if you want to tear off the stub.
Oh yeah.
You can take a letter press and attach this little numbering machine and you can number the tickets if you want to keep track of who's selling how many.
Oh, that
And
sounds like
I didn't
fun.
bring the ground coffee, but every bag of ground coffee has a little hole here for the valve. And you put that sticker around the coffee.
So it won't
We
be
punch those holes on the letter press.
Oh, sweet. That is so.
And that is a training thing that people can sign up for. It won't cost you anything to learn how to run all those presses. And also, part of the print shop is a darkroom where you can develop black and white pictures. And then we use that in the printing also.
Okay.
And we do recycling.
Recycling. Not yourself.
So any of the
What?
aluminum printing plates that aren't going to be used anymore, we take those to the scrapyard and sell them. Any of the film negatives, you can put in, and they have a process to remove the silver from the developing chemical.
Oh, the silver.
And film negatives are valuable if you have old dental x-rays or old black and white films that you found in your mother's attic or something. Bring them on over, we'll recycle them.
Nothing is radioactive, eh?
No, just silver.
Okay. Fair trade. What is that?
There are 10 principles of fair trade. I don't have them with me. I know one of them is supporting the environment. Okay. No child labor.
Oh, that's good.
Small business owners, cooperatives is a big part of it. And so when we started in 1972,
That's
we're in our
50 years.
50th. Yeah, we're 50 years old.
Have a party.
Right.
She said,
It wasn't
okay.
called fair trade. No one quite knew what to call it. It was before fair trade. It was called alternative trading. Before alternative trading, it was called alternative marketing.
Oh yeah.
Well, marketing is something you do for someone, and trading is something you do with someone.
Yeah.
And so these producers, they're actually our partners. So marketing was good. Before it was called alternative marketing, it was just being a good steward.
Well, how many partners do you have then?
We have about 80 partners.
Wow.
That we communicate with, mostly by email nowadays.
Around the world?
Yeah.
Organizations, fair trade. What are each group? They have several different criteria. Which one are you?
We're a nonprofit organization. It is possible for a private owner to be fair trade, and in many cases the people have been to a specific third world country, fallen in love with the people and their products, come back home either from the Peace Corps or from some other stint overseas, and they just want to keep on helping the people, and so they develop a way to bring in those crafts and market them.
Do they contact you? Or you contact them?
If we were looking for a certain product or something from a certain country or even made out of a certain material, there's an index, there's a catalog that we could search through and find that. Yeah, we currently, a lot of people are in love with this little wool stuff that's from Nepal. Little birdies and little finger puppets. And we discovered this group called DZI that specializes in wool from Nepal. And we thought, oh, well, those are pricey, but they sell.
What kind of
People
wool?
really like them.
Sheep wool or
Felted.
felted?
I don't know where they get the wool.
Could be llama.
Sheep or goats or something. Well, we have llama wool stuff from Bolivia. But this is in Nepal, so this is the highest mountain in the world.
China. Near China.
Yeah, in Asia. So
Asia, yeah.
So they have wool, and they make it's just darling. So,
Friends of the Third World, what is this registered trademark? It also imports package marketed through Friends Employment Training Program. That is good. Is that your print? This is what you made?
oh yeah, this is made in our print shop. We print for associations and small churches and neighborhoods and other nonprofits. They don't have to be in Fort Wayne. We print for people in other cities.
Do you get in touch with churches or to see if they would like to have your coffee for their
If you're
Bible
with a
studies?
church and you want the best coffee, give me a call or send me an email.
what is your email?
It's FOTW@igc.org. And if you do that, you'll get my husband, Jim. And if you want me, you have to call 260-422-6821. We are there Tuesday through Saturday until 6 o'clock.
You betcha. And you're open at 10, except for Mondays and Sundays, right?
Exactly.
Cool beans. I like saying that. Oh, my stars. It's getting to be the end of the show, my friend. I would like to thank you, Marian.
Well, it's my pleasure.
Friends of the Third World, my dear. Oh, thank you. And that's nice.
Yeah, okay, we'll just show this real quick. This is made of a recycled milk carton in India. Got all your little pockets and your zipper, and
The blade. That's nice.
you can see where that used to be milk.
Well, we'll see you next week, and may it be a blessed week for you. Ta-ta. Bye, Marian.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed, my love. God is with us always for the rest of our